How's it, guys? Thoughts of the day. Today I'm starting the video completely different because I noticed that the first part of my videos is always muted. So I'm first going to talk a little bit and then I'm going to start. So quickly what I want to share with you guys today is I want to share a little bit of a story of something that happened today and that got me thinking again. And I'm going to try to take small lessons out of my own personal life every day and record it onto this series where I'm building this habit. So the thing that really got me thinking today was actually a conversation I had with my girlfriend in the car. Her friend is busy studying to become a doctor, and I really admire her. She's busy with a community service, and I think she's only got a year left. But if you study for a doctor, really, guys, you guys go through a hell of a lot, and I do admire you guys for your level of commitment. And what actually happened in the car is my girlfriend said she would have actually loved to become a doctor as well. But it is the time to study and the amount that you need to study is just too much. And that actually got me thinking, and I reflected back to myself, and I thought, well, Peter, you know what? Because I actually wanted to criticize her, and there was this little thing, and I thought by myself, Peter, you know what? You made exactly that same excuse millions of times. Well, I'm saying millions, countless times. So what happens is you want to commit to a certain goal, something you want to study, something you want to do, and then you realize what the time frame is going to be, and you just say, no, it's just going to take too long. A year, 2 years, 3 years, 7 years, 10 years. No, it's too long. And here we sit. I'm sitting in 1980s baby, and I'm judgmental about the younger generation that just want instant gratification. But looking back at everything that I've done, I can't really judge, because if something came up and I had the opportunity, but I needed to commit for a 3-year or 5-year or 10-year or something like that, a long-term commitment like that, I would have gone and said, you know what, I'm not willing to offer up so many years of my life. So is that an excuse? No, because guys, guess what? I want to linger to the fact that, you know what, if you go and study, or whether you don't go and study, you end up still paying a certain amount of time to reach a certain level of skill. So I don't want to say go and study because your skill is going to be better at sales or business or whatever the case might be. If it's a science, it's probably recommended if you want to become a doctor, not just to run into the streets and become a doctor. I don't think it's very legal in the first place, and I think a lot of people might suffer and you might go to jail. But with that aside, if you look at other types of work, like for instance becoming an entrepreneur or a business person, you don't really need to study. You don't need to go for a degree, but you are going to need to learn. You're going to need to learn basic concepts. You're going to need to learn your numbers. Numbers is going to be one of the things that you're going to have to learn. You're going to need to learn the art of communication. You're going to need to learn management. You're going to need to learn a hell of a lot of different things. So to commit the first three years or 4 years after school to go and study the science, is it going to excel you forward instead of just starting your own business? I can't say yes, I can't say no. Is the school system, the university system really that broken as we see on the social media? Yes, no, maybe, yes. I did go and study. What I learned, was it useful? Yes, definitely. Is it the be all end all? No, not at all. A lot of these life skills that you learn in business, you might read it in the book, but you can't really implement until you get the experience. But if you didn't read it, would you have picked up on the experience that quick? It's a very debatable subject. But in any way, getting back to my point is, at the end of the day, we still end up paying that certain amount of time. It's like a 10,000 hour rule. If you want to become a superb golfer, if you want to become a great cyclist, a runner, etc., Pure being born with natural talent ain't gonna get you there. You're gonna need to bust your balls. You're gonna need to put in the time. And 10,000 hours is something I read up in, I think it was a Golden Mile. Very, very good book. So by the way, especially if you have kids, you'll understand a little bit more that part. But that's probably a video for a different day. So yes, that's the point I want to make. You're going to end up paying it anyway. So never use the excuse of it is too much and it's going to take up too much time. Commit to it, do it, follow through, and get your ass on the go. Be great, stay awesome, and change.